All right, good Wednesday night, everybody. I want to take a quick overview of the Clovis with you. This is the first broadhead that True Point Outdoors has come out with. It's our flagship broadhead, and I'm going to give you a quick rundown. So I'll kind of go from bottom to top here. We'll start with a ferrule. It's a 7075 aluminum alloy, aircraft grade, super strong. You can see the front set screw is beautifully recessed, flush with a ferrule body, so you have no drag. If you move back, you have the main 440 set screw to hold our cutting blades on. Two 256 set screws, which are going to put it into locked mode, so you can keep those cutting blades securely inside, not dull them and do your practice shots. And I would suggest put these, they're very, very light. I'm talking like maybe half a grain a piece, but I would put them in alternate this way and that way. That's how they'll come from the factory in our shop here. And that way, all the centricity is maintained, and it's going to shoot the same anyway, but I would do that. And then make sure you unlock them after you practice with your Clovis before you go hunting, obviously, so your cutting blades open up. You see the ferrule window here where our cutting blades sit, and then back to our EarthTech system where the rare earth magnet is embedded in the ferrule, and it is actually only under compressive force. We designed that to, on front impact, take complete compressive force, so it actually keeps the magnet even more secure inside the ferrule, and that's where it's going to reside. And then you've got your standard industry threading on the back. As you move up, you can see the top view here. Here is the countersink, which is slightly different. It's a 90-degree bevel on here, and then the through hole to sandwich our front blade on. But what you'll notice is the front blade, when you put it in, is actually so secure with this key lock system that we designed and engineered that these flanges completely trap the front blade. And even without your set screw, it's like concrete on there. But obviously, put your set screw in, it's going to be nice and flush and ready to hunt. Moving back here, your 3 set screws, and then to the flare in the back for the Magnus effect, and also a really easy removal, especially in locked mode. You can pull that out with one hand, no problem, from any target and not get blisters on yourself. Going to the top here, you can see our Clovis standard front blade, designed to be super sharp, single beveled, super strong. You saw the concrete test. It blew a hole in our wall, and it was still maintained shape. A little bit of dull on the tip, but I can't complain going into concrete at 400 miles an hour out of Raven crossbow. And then on the top left, you have our 2 cutting blades. All these are hand sharpened by the Finest Edge in Columbus, Ohio. Literally to an edge so sharp that if you touch it, it's going to cut you open. I have probably 15 cuts on my fingers and hands to show you right now. You can see the set screw holes for the locking mechanism. We call it locked, and also the main set screw to hold the blades on. And then, of course, our proprietary design for the cutting blades, which has a flat face, which is going to come back and touch securely onto the face of the magnet. You're going to hear it click when it hits the magnet. And that's going to hold on with about 9/10 of a pound of force. And it's going to be secure completely on the shot in the air until the moment of impact. On the front, you have the wing blade design, which has a hole in the center. So what that maintains is always a moment. If you throw an axis through these cutting blades right here, the moment always wants to turn this way. So on the fastest bows in the world, these blades can never come out and never move and maintain complete centricity in the air. And then you have the other cutting blade, of course. We have this single bevel design, so they're going to helically turn through the animal about 90 degrees of rotation. You'll feel it when you pull the arrow out of your target, and that's going to increase the surface area, also penetration, pushing tissue material out of the road, and not allowing the shaft to drag through the animal. So you're going to get the maximum retention of kinetic energy, and we've put it all into this Triple Point Clovis. We are proud to roll it out to the world. We're excited. You're going to love it. You can shoot it time and time again. There's, again, no collars, no bands, no retention spring clips, no spring fingers, et cetera, which you literally most of the time have to unscrew your broadhead, mess around with something, then screw back on and shoot again. This, you pull it out of the target. If it's in locked mode, you're immediately ready to go. If it's unlocked, which will tear up your target, you want to be careful because those cutting blades go forward and they'll end up cutting the ferrule because they're so sharp. So I would suggest keeping it in practice locked mode when you get ready to hunt, to sight that in. And then once you unscrew those set screws, it's ready to go. But you're going to get severe devastation, maximum kinetic energy retention, and your game on the ground, which is the whole point of this company. So I hope you enjoy our broadhead. That's a quick introduction, and a lot more to come. We'll have a lot of instructional videos we post on YouTube. We're a little busy right now, but we'll get to work on that. We promise for you, and I hope you have a good rest of your evening.